Good morning, sixth grade. Welcome to Tuesday English. And just letting you know, we will on Thursday be having the Chapter 9 test. Tomorrow, there won't be a video because you will be doing the Chapter 9 review. And again, it'll all be on the Teams app, so you'll be able to answer the questions. The only thing you need to make sure of is you have all your workbook pages that you've done from clear back to possessive pronouns for the entire chapter, because those are all, you can use those all for the final test, as well as the chapter review. And then last but not least, for the chapter review, you can always ask me, because I'll help you with any part that you've forgotten. So again, be on top of that. So today's lesson is fairly easy. It's dealing with homophones. And remember, homophones are words that sound alike, but have different meanings and sometimes different spelling. Excuse me. We've already had a little bit of homophones in the spelling. I can't remember which lesson it was. I think it was like around lesson 20 or thereabouts. But so this is just again additional review on that. So you'll refer to page 360, 362 in the grammar handbook. That's in the back of your book that you have there. That's why I don't want you ripping things out. For the meaning of common homophones, you will definitely need to use that. Please don't go away from that. All right, so basic homophones, we have allowed. So allowed in the first tense, and I'm not going to go through them all, I'm just going to go through a few of them. Allowed, basically, you're allowing someone to do things, that means you're giving them permission. Allowed basically is like if I have you read a report, or Mrs. Krishun has you do a musical that's allowed, that is when you're speaking out, of course. If I take another one, if I say him and him, you have him directing as a pronoun referring to him, and you also have him as in a musical. Battle Hymn of the Republic is a musical. So again, all these have different meanings, but they sound the same. Road and road. Okay, you can go with it way and way. He went the right way this time when he drove the car. He needed to weigh how much the food was going to cost. So again, it's trying to get this homophone concept in there with you. All right, so let's go ahead, slide up. We'll go through a couple of the practices here and fill in the correct circle. And what we're going to do with this is fill in the circle. What I'm going to do with this, just because for the sake of expediency with you, we'll go through the definition of what you're going to do. So again, it says fill in the circle next to each sentence with the correct homophone. So what you're going to be given is you're going to be basically given two choices. And you're going to have to identify which one goes with which word. All right? So we spent an hour. Okay, sixth grade, little pause there. Sorry about that. I need a drink of water. My humbug in my throat is definitely there. So let's start back over with this guided practice here. What you're doing is filling the circle next to each sentence with the correct homophone. We spent an hour talking about missions in Eastern Europe. Okay, we spent an hour talking about missions in Eastern Europe. So this refers to a time frame. So what I got to do is which word refers to a time frame? Well, hopefully you're saying it's the second one. All right, going to number 2. Did you see the missionary's presentation? Did you see the missionary's presentation? So you have see and see. So see means they're looking at it, not the see as looking at like at a body of water. So you have the second one, or the first one, excuse me. Number 3, the missionaries just built a new building. All right, the missionary just built a new building. New means brand, not used, ever used, unused, whatever you want to call it. So that is, this new refers to if you knew someone. So again, this is going to be the second reflecting the new concept. Okay, moving forward, we have sliding up. Underline the words that correctly complete each sentence. So we have, there are more than 8 Eastern European countries. Now, if you 8 Eastern European countries, you're going to get indigestion. So I would not recommend selecting the word ate as an ATE, because that refers to food. So yes, we're talking about the number 8. Just getting a little sarcastic, you know how I am. I missed that part of our class. So anyway, can you write down a few? Can you write, in other words, using a pencil? So we have the word write. I know 2 more countries. Well, the TOO means also 2, TWO refers to the number. Poland and Hungary are a pair of Eastern Europe countries. Now, if you call them a pear as in the fruit, that would be definitely not correct. Pear as in a meaning 2, that would be. Eastern European countries were ruled by communists until 1990. By means omitting something. By communist means referring to. And then last but not least, 9. Did you hear about the need for missionaries there? Hear about it means using your ears. All right, now, what we're going to do in there is, on the last part, the paragraph, I'll slide that up. This is the last part of this, and I'm not sure how I'll use this as far as on the computer-wise, but I'm sure I'll think of something. You know me. I always come through in the last minute. When my aunt and uncle traveled through Eastern Europe, they rode a train on parts of their journey. They read books and talked along the way. Their goal was to bring the gospel to Eastern Europe. Okay, so what's going to happen here is this. I have a paragraph here, and what you would be doing is, what I can see myself doing is copying this and putting this in the question box. And then you would select the correct pronouns that are there. You'd list them. So there might be, in this case, there would be 6 words you put down in a box, put down in the answer. And so again, we're looking for 6 pronouns. So if you take a look at their going through, it says through. Well, traveled through. You didn't through. Nobody can throw Eastern Europe, so this one's incorrect. So they cross it out. And what you would put down is TROUGH, through. Eastern Europe. They rode a train. Well, this is the road in terms of when you are going to go on a street. The road where you rode something is RODE. Road, a train, on a parts of their journey. All right, so taking a look at the word there. This is a common one that I see in writing. There means a group of people, so it's THEIR. They read books and talked along the way. Well, they didn't weigh themselves, that's for sure, because that's what the way, WEI means. Weigh means W-A-Y. Okay? And then we continue on. Their goal was to bring, not the number 2, preposition to bring the gospel to Eastern Europe. So if you take a look at another one, in this case, to doesn't mean also, it means a prepositional phrase, to, the preposition to. All right, so do we have 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is exactly what you do. You type each one of these out in order. So you come to the first one, through, comma, road, comma, there, comma, way, comma, to, comma, and 2. So notice, I put a comma after each one. On the computer, because that confused people last time, I'll go comma, space, word, comma, space, word, comma, space, word, comma, space, word, comma, space. This whole question would be worth 12 points if this was on the computer. 12 points. 1 point for each word, and then 1 point for correct spelling. So anyway, that's how we set that up. So that's the homophone page, and you can tell what I will be doing is I will probably have you refer to the paragraph to do the paragraph on there. I'll probably have you just read the paragraph, do it in the book, transfer your answers to the computer of ones you select. But you will do the book pages first, because that way you have it. All right, with that in mind, good job. Like I said, chapter review is tomorrow, and then the final test will be on Thursday for chapter 9. Hope you have a good day. Talk to you later.